Hi, I'm John Moyer, and can I just say I am really jealous of all of you Telex Free promoters that are headed to Las Vegas for the Telex Freakend. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to be there too. I'm actually the hypnotist comedian that's going to be performing a free show for you on Friday night and Saturday, but I'm going there to perform. You're actually going there to learn proven techniques and strategies that are going to help you double, maybe even triple your Telex Free income with doing a little more than what you're doing right now. The only way for me to double my income is to actually train my 6-year-old child to be a and then send him out on the road to work too. And unfortunately, we have child labor laws in this country which prevent me from doing that. So I'm not going to do that in Las Vegas for the Telex Freakend. That's a whole different situation. I'm going to be there, just me performing, not my kids. But you'll be there to learn. And after you learn these amazing new strategies, you can check out my free show Friday night and Saturday. I will see you in Las Vegas for the Telex Freakend.
I do have some really exciting news about some information that we're going to be sharing at Vegas. You have not heard this. I repeat, you have not heard this yet. We will be sharing some very exciting information at the Vegas event, TELEXfreakend.com. So I'd love to talk about that, but first, I'm looking forward to hearing from Rob.
Yes, Rob is in the house.
I'm here, LJ. Everybody, you are in store again for a great, great weekend. And if you have not made your plans, you need to make your plans. And I was just speaking to somebody earlier this morning who's flying from the Texas area, the Houston area, and grabbed a great airfare price of just under $300 to get to Las Vegas for the weekend. So there are very affordable airfare prices out there, and most importantly, we want you all to come. This is open to all Telex Free promoters worldwide. There, I think, are 3, if not 4 continents represented that are coming to Las Vegas. As you'll see right here on this domain, which is TELEXglobal-publicsharepoint.com, and we'll get that in the box here, the chat box, so that you can have access to it. It has already been distributed in emails, and it's also on the note section for our webinar topics. But as you toggle through this website here, you'll be able to see what's going on for Friday. You can see that word ribbon just under United Training and Education Vegas. You can click on the tab for Friday, Saturday, our speakers, what's going on at Bally's, registering for the event, and even contacting somebody. So again, a lot of effort is being put forth into this weekend so that you walk away from this weekend experiencing 200, 300, 400% results than what you are typically used to with your Telex Free business. As Jay Godwin indicated earlier, many of the promoters out there who are coming to MFA and seeking tax-based advice to really want to get an understanding of what it is now that they've made this money. More importantly, it's what we do and how we keep the money that we are making. This weekend is set up just for that, not only to magnify and explode your business and the marketing of that, but to manage effectively the income that's being generated from your Telex Free business, as well as hear kind of perspective of what is going on with the weekend itself. As you'll see on this screen right here, what the lineup is for Saturday. We're going to get things started at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's going to go from 8 until 5. We've got kind of a midday lunch there, which is a working lunch. You'll have the opportunity to kind of go outside of the meeting hall and go into the foyer, grab your lunch, come back into the meeting hall, and get right back to work and kind of eat as you're learning. So again, the panel of people that are speaking on Saturday have a tremendous amount of education, not only within this industry, but more importantly, as it pertains to Telex Free. You're going to hear from people who are true represented leaders, not only within Telex Free, but this industry. We encourage you to give this site a good look. These are live and real-time updates. So as you have access to your smartphones, tablets, notebooks, laptops while you're in Las Vegas, please refer to these so you know exactly what is happening and when it's happening. The last piece I want to kind of focus on here is in reference to many of you have registered or made a reservation but have not yet completed your payment. We encourage you, implore you, ask you to go back and make your appropriate payments. You have two choices of payments that you know of. One is a back office payment for $303 for your event ticket. If you are coming with your spouse, your marital spouse, they are allowed to come for another $150. So in reference to the math, you could send $453 in a back office transfer through your Telex free back office to the username Global Marketing. Again, the username Global Marketing. Should you wish to pay through PayPal, you can do that as well. There's a PayPal button at the bottom of the registration page. In addition, the page that you're looking at now, you can register there as well through a management application and service site called Eventbrite. For those of you who were in Orlando, you'd be familiar with Eventbrite. Ideally, what's going to happen in the future, for those of you coming to Las Vegas, you're going to get an email from Eventbrite. Within that email is going to be your confirmation number indicating that you've paid. You can bring a copy of that, print it off, and or bring a copy of that and or download the Eventbrite app to your smartphone. It is Apple and Android friendly. And just bring your phone, come to the registration desk. We'll get you your registration materials, your badges, and your credentials, and away you go for the weekend. Ideally, the purpose of this weekend is to network and to spend time, interacting and engaging with people instead of standing in lines. I just want to give you kind of a quick highlight of what is going to happen in reference to, dates and times. Friday, you'll have the ability to register between 4 and 7 o'clock at the hotel, 4 and 7 o'clock for the weekend. One of the three of us, Roy, LJ, or myself, will be at the registration table during that time. You'll have the opportunity to interact certainly with us, ask any on-site questions as well. If you have specific questions, not only about Bally's, but more importantly about how you can interact with some of the speakers. For example, Joe Godwin made mention of the availability of Joe Kraft and Brian Veach. Brian Veach is going to be on property on Friday as well, early. So those of you arriving early, let's ensure if you have some questions for Brian and want some individual time with him, let's make sure that happens. As Friday continues from about 6:30 until 8 o'clock is our kind of registration and reception prior to the 8 o'clock show. For those of you bringing guests to the Las Vegas show and presentation Friday night, you want to get them there certainly by 7 o'clock or so that they can get registered. The importance of that is, we want to be able to stay in touch with them. Also, too, we're going to be giving away some great prizes and gifts that night as well. We want to make sure it gets to the right person. And then at 8 o'clock, the presentation is going to begin from a couple of very skilled presenters and people. There's also going to be a Q&A section at the end of this presentation and show, whereby, Brian Veach, Joe Kraft, Todd Beetlejuice, Roy Lentz, Terry Sassoni, others who have demonstrated themselves as capable and skilled leaders within the Telex Free arena who can answer questions from the audience. We're going to have an enrollment experience for Telex MFA as well as those who want to get started as Telex Free promoters that night. Certainly looking forward to that. And then, the entertainment for the night is John Moyer.
Hi, I'm John Moyer. I am the hypnotist comedian that is headlining your main entertainment on Friday night and Saturday as part of the Telex Freakend in Las Vegas, Nevada. And here's the thing. You're going to be part of Telex Freakend, and you're going to learn amazing strategies that are going to help you more than double, maybe even more than triple your current Telex Free income with doing a little more than what you're doing right now. But the beautiful thing is you don't have to bring your doubled or tripled income to see my Hypnosis Comedy Show, because my Hypnosis Comedy Show is completely free. Isn't that beautiful? You can double your income but not have to spend your doubled income to see my free Hypnosis Comedy Show. And even though it's funny, that is no joking matter. I take that very seriously. But I will see you in Las Vegas.
John Moyer, as you all can see, and go to his website, which is johnmoyer.com. He's a great and well-acclaimed comedian as well as hypnotist. We're all in for a great show with him that night. There is going to be a bar available to you all, a full service bar from 6:30 to 10:30, so you can get a drink, grab some snacks, and have some fun, interact, network work with the people who you are bringing to that event that night so that you can get their questions answered. More importantly, get them started in their Telex free business or get them engaged and enrolled into Telex MFA. On Saturday, we already went through kind of the highlights of what's going on there. There will be people who won't be able to attend Friday night, but certainly are going to be there on Saturday. We encourage all of you to get there, early in the morning. Those of you who have pre-registered and have already paid, your badging credentials will have a separate color band on it. That banding will allow you kind of preferred seating in the training room that morning. So for those of you who have taken advantage of getting paid and registering early, you will have high priority and certainly desired visibility while you're in that room on the training on Saturday. In addition, another domain name that I just want you all to be aware of is TXG Events. TXG Events. That's just kind of the shortened domain name for this site as well. So again, we're looking forward to seeing everybody really in for a great weekend. I want to just acknowledge those of you who are tirelessly working behind the scenes to make sure the architecture of this weekend is put together the way it should be. A special shout out to Roy, LJ, of course, Joe, Gary, Damon, Kevin, Daniel, Manoj, and Terry, and also Leilani and Brandy as well. You all have really kind of stepped up, and I want to thank you and acknowledge you all. This is truly a weekend that you want to be at. There isn't a thing within the Telex Free framework that we're not going to cover. Results speak for themselves. The title of today's webinar is the potential truly of educating, of participating, and activating. Just keep those things in mind. LJ, Roy, appreciate my little moment here about the weekend. You are absolutely in for a great weekend. As Jay said, do anything and everything you can to be there this weekend, or excuse me, next weekend, because you're being splattered a true kind of plug and play to your business here with Telex Free. There isn't an area that we're not going to completely and entirely cover. In reference to the compensation plan, in reference to how to market successfully your business so that you achieve 200, 300, 400% results when you walk away from that weekend. There's a lot of talent that's going to be there, a lot of skill.
Rob,
great time. Yes.
Rob.
Yeah.
Guess what?
What's that?
Not only are we going to talk about the compensation plan, we're going to talk about the new compensation plan. I am going to have the details along with a couple other leaders, and we're going to do a training on the new compensation plan, an in-depth compensation training of what the compensation plan is going to be in 2014. That's right, the new compensation plan. How do you feel about that, Rob?
I love it, LJ, and that's great big news to me. I didn't realize we were going to be able to release that at that event, so thank you very much. And again, everybody, this is just another identifier of the kinds of relationships that Roy and LJ have with corporate that nowhere else are you going to be able to get the unvarnished version, the 2.0 version of the compensation plan other than being in Vegas. So if you care about your business, care about your results, where do you want to be February 21st and 22nd? Las Vegas. Anybody you know, sideline, crossline, upline, downline, in this industry and within your Telex Free framework and network, get them to Las Vegas. Thanks, LJ.
No problem, Rob. Thanks for all that. Yeah, no, I'm super excited. I just found out that I'm going to be able to talk about the new compensation plan. I, for one, am not the best speaker, so I'll probably have one of the other professional leaders in our group really break it down at the event. So for those of you who are wondering about the new compensation plan, all will be unveiled to you in the weeks ahead, especially at the Vegas event. We're going to give you all the nooks and crannies, all the questions you've been asking about the new compensation plan. We're going to break it down for you. So I hope you're at the event so you can take advantage of that.
Hi, I'm John Moyer, and if you're watching this, it's because you're a Telex Free promoter who's thinking about coming to the Telex Freakend in Las Vegas, Nevada. And let me tell you, you want to be there based on name alone. and I'm not talking about my name because you don't really know who I am, although I am the headlining hypnotist comedian that will be performing a hypnosis comedy show for you on Friday night and Saturday. But enough about me. This is about you. And if you are interested in more than doubling your Telex free income with doing little more than what you're doing right now, you need to be there that weekend. Because what happens in Vegas doesn't always necessarily stay in Vegas. See, you're going to go to Vegas for the Telex Freakend, and you're going to learn all these amazing new strategies. And you're going to leave Las Vegas. But the information you learned is going to stay in your head. It's not going to stay in Vegas. So what happened there is going to actually happen outside of Vegas for the entire universe. And everybody's going to be a lot better off because you went to the Telex Freakend. So I will see you there in Las Vegas.